Welcome students. In this video we'll be talking about converting scientific notation to decimal and vice versa. So scientific notation is a method of expressing numbers that are too large or too small to be conveniently written in decimal form. It is commonly used in scientific and engineering fields. So first we're going to convert scientific notation to decimal. To convert a number from scientific notation to decimal, we're going to follow the following steps. First, we need to identify the coefficient and the exponent in the scientific notation. So the scientific notation looks as follows. So we have something like 8 times 10 to the n. So A is the coefficient and n is the exponent. So the next step is we're going to move the decimal point from the coefficient to the right if it is positive, so right if positive and left if negative. The number of places you move the decimal point is equal to the absolute value of n. So absolute value of n. So let's start with some examples. So we're going to look at example number 1. So example number 1 says 3.5 times 10 to the 4. As you can see, the coefficient is 3.5. So we're going to move the decimal point 4 places to the right. As you can see, they move it 4 places and they're going to get 35,000. So we move it 4 places because the exponent is 4. So we're going to move it 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the missing here, we're going to put zeros. 1, 2, 3. So the new number, so 3.5 times 10 to the 4 is equal to 35,000. Now let's go to example number 2. Example number 2 says that 6.1 times 10 to the negative 3. So the exponent is negative 3. So 6.1. So it's negative, so we move to the left. So 1, 2, 3. 1 0, another 0. So the answer is going to be 0.0061. Now we're going to learn how to convert from decimal to scientific notation. To convert a decimal number to scientific notation, we're going to follow these steps. We're going to place the decimal point after the first non-zero digit in the number. We're going to count the number of places the decimal point has moved to determine the exponent. If the decimal point was moved to the left, the exponent is positive. If it was moved to the right, the exponent is negative. So right now we're going to convert decimal to scientific, which is 8 times 10 to the n. So we're going to do example number 3. So example number 3 says 47,000. So the first step 1, is we're going to do as follows: 4.7. So 4.7, that means that the decimal point is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It was moved to the left. So that means, so what did we say to the left means? That means that the exponent is positive. So how many? 4 times. So 4.7. And step 2, the exponent is positive 4. So the final step is to write the number. This is equal to 4.7 times 10 to the 4. Let's go to example number 4. Now we're going to do 0.00052. So the answer has to be 5.2. 5.2 times 10 to the, okay, we're gonna move it 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was moved to the right. That means that the exponent has to be negative, and we move it 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4, because it was moved to the right. Now let's go to example number 5. We need to convert it to to decimal form. 2.9 times 10 to the 6 to decimal. That means 2.9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer has to, this is equal to 2,900,000, comma, comma. $2,900,000. Now let's go to example number 6. $8.23 times 10 to the negative 2. So 8.23 to the negative 2, that means so 1, 2 that means that the answer has to be 0.0823. Now let's go to example number 7. We're gonna turn it into scientific notation. Okay, so first we need, it has to be 1.223 times 10. Okay, so it is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have to, since it was moved to the left, we need to, what it would say to the left is the exponent to, if we move it to the left, that means that it is positive, so it has to be positive 8. Okay, and the last one, example number 8, 0.000073. So right away this has to be 7.3 times 10 to the, okay, now this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6. It was moved to the right, so it has to be negative 6. 7.3 times 10 to the negative 6, because we move it to the right when we find the right place. So in this video we learn how to convert from scientific notation to decimal, and from decimal to scientific notation. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.